They're looking at the kitchen. I look in the family room and I see on the coffee table, there is cocaine with a razor.
Oh, no.
Can't be mistaken for anything else.
No.
Okay.
And a dollar bill.
Here you go, Hayley.
Oh, I'm taking the shot? What is it?
This is tequila for you.
Okay, well, I do like tequila, so that's good. Is this Clase Azul?
What is it? Oh, I have no idea what it is.
But it's
All right.
not bad.
Ready?
Tequila.
Oh, there we go.
Where's my... Oh!
You want that squirt?
Oh, my God. All right.
Welcome to Realty Chicago, the podcast for real estate professionals and enthusiasts to step out of their own life and enjoy the trials and tribulations of someone else's shit. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Terrence.
And we are here to share with you the most interesting, captivating, and unhinged stories we can find in Chicago real estate. And if you've made it this far, episode 11, please hit that like, subscribe, and follow button to stay in touch with us.
You are a regular professional now.
I am. I could do it.
I love it.
Look at us. And today, I'm excited to introduce our guest, Hayley Westhoff of the Hayley Westhoff team, also my team lead, and hotshot Chicago agent.
Absolutely. Welcome.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this one.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I hear big things. I hear wonderful things, so I'm excited to hear all the things.
All the things. I got
Yes.
lots of things.
Thank you. Jamie, look, where should we start?
I think we should just start with the two truths and a lie.
All right. You guys ready for my two truths and a lie?
In no
ready.
particular order, I'm
In
ready.
no particular order. All right. 1, I did a showing and walked in on someone showering.
Our first nudie story.
2, I was verbally harassed for months by a seller who felt I gave her a low value of her home.
Okay.
And 3, during a luxury private showing, my client disappeared for a long time and apparently clogged the toilet.
I hope they're all true.
I mean, so my hope is that we are going to have nudity and poop. Those are my two truths. I am hoping the verbal harassment was not true. Jamie Book, what do you think?
So
Nudity and
options
poop.
are nudity, poop, and
Harassment.
what's the first one?
Harassment.
I think that one's true.
Verbal harassment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nudity and poop is the question. I think nudity would be a good story. Yeah, let's go with that as the two truths.
All right. Terrence, what do you think?
I'm going nudity and poop are our truths.
All right. Unfortunately, the nudity was a lie.
Oh, come on.
Although I have heard that story from another agent, so happened
Oh.
to someone, just not me.
Okay.
I'm not surprised at
I know.
all.
I'm trying to think if I have seen any nudity at showings. Surprisingly, I don't think I have, unfortunately.
I mean, I
Unfortunately.
suppose that's a positive
Fortunately,
thing, but
unfortunately.
Fortunately or unfortunately.
Okay. But okay, so you were both harassed and someone clogged the toilet.
Correct.
Okay, we want to hear both stories in no particular order. Please go.
Okay. Which one should I talk about first?
Let's lead with the poop.
Let's lead with the poop. Actually,
Should I say trigger warning poop story?
I have a lot of poop stories, but let's talk about this poop story. This was pre-pandemic.
Okay.
It was a luxury property. This was before all like hand sanitizer, the gloves on. This was pre-pandemic. In the showing remarks, it said, please use hand sanitizer before showing. It was like a very OCD, meticulous seller. So, we get there, she gives us the hand sanitizer, we have to take our shoes off, like the whole thing. This place is meticulous. Like I was scared to even walk because I thought if I even like brushed up against something, I would ruin something. So we do the showing. It's a lovely property. Client loves it. Towards the end, my client disappeared and
Didn't excuse himself or anything?
Well, we were kind of like on different floors. And so I just thought he was, taking a long time on the top floor. And we finished the showing. We're down there with his wife and the listing agent. And it was clear that he was gone. And it was clear he was using the restroom. And, so we're just like, totally like, weather's really nice out. What do you guys think about that?
Weird
just
small
totally trying to like
Just kill some time.
brush under the rug the uncomfort of clearly my client's taking a shit in your bathroom.
And usually people ask, right? They're like, do you mind if I use the bathroom?
He may have asked and I missed that
Oh,
part,
okay.
but it was still like this pink elephant in the room that like, okay, it's been like 20 minutes and we're just like standing there.
20
So
minutes?
maybe 15 or 20 minutes.
That's a long, 10 minutes is a
Yeah,
long time
yeah.
to be waiting.
He's blowing it up.
He's definitely blowing it up. So we leave and my clients like the property and want to put in an offer. And turns out the listing agent reaches out and says there's multiple offers and tells me that, by the way, your client clogged the toilet. And I'm like, okay, so pretty much like we have no shot. I mean, this is like an OCD seller and my client clogged the toilet and there was clearly nothing there to unclog the toilet. So yeah, somehow we got the place. So I don't know. I don't know if the listing agent did us a solid and like took care of it afterward or maybe the seller didn't know it was us. Not sure, but no.
I mean,
Oh,
look,
yeah. Maybe the agent could have been like, I'm sorry, it was me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure how that played out because if it was my house and I had multiple offers and I knew buyer 2 clogged the toilet, they might go down a couple notches in my book.
See,
unless they were paying like, of course, 10 grand more.
I'd counter and say, look, if you give me an extra couple thousand, it's yours because I need you to clean the shit out of my toilet.
Yeah, or like,
Or
I'll
your
get you a
future
new
toilet.
toilet. Yeah.
No, I'm not getting him in a toilet. I'm going to leave it there until they close on the house. I'm like, go get it. That's it.
Oh my God.
Wow. But they closed.
They closed. They did. Yes.
And now it's their toilet.
And now it's their toilet. And
Did that raise any issues during the inspection? Like, this toilet doesn't work very well.
it was
I've tested
kind of unspoken after
No,
that.
this man knew what he did.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
And he
Like,
was not going to bring more attention to it.
I'd be
Yeah.
like, guys, I mean, there's clearly a problem with the plumbing because it's not flushing properly. I know that. I attest to it. So,
I mean, I think it was a probably fine plumbing. May have just been some like
Ooh.
tummy issues.
okay.
Like if you can't hold it to get
that's
home,
true.
like probably have some tummy issues. And
But I feel like that's not what clogs toilets. It's like the toilet paper and like it's
I mean, but if it's a sizable, poop,
this place was newer. The toilets were fine.
it had
the plumbing was fine.
great plumbing.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Was he a big dude?
No.
I don't know if the size of a person has anything to do with the size of poops, but
Yeah.
Probably.
I pretty sure it was just some
okay.
tummy issues.
Oh my
Poor
God.
fella.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he got a house.
Yeah.
Wow. He definitely owes you a Christmas present.
Yeah, it was unspoken. So kind of every time I see him, I'm like,
Yep, you're that
Just
guy.
laughing in your mind.
yeah.
Okay. So dude pooped, clogged the toilet, still got the offer, got the house.
Got the house.
Okay.
Yep. Sometimes it's just meant to be.
Yeah.
Did the seller ever find
He
out?
was like, "This is gonna be my house someday. I'm gonna clog
Yeah,
the
he just
toilet.
felt,
It's
right at
fine.
home
It's
and
fine."
he was just claiming his territory. Maybe.
Boom. There you go. That's what we do. Do you know if the seller ever found out, or
I
did the
do
listing
not.
agent took care of it?
Unsure.
Okay.
Yes.
Just curious.
This isn't the kind of listing agent that I could like laugh about it
Okay.
after with.
Yeah.
So it was,
You're gonna have to tell me who it was later.
yeah, kind of unspoken and brushed under the rug. And I do lose sleep wondering what happened.
Okay. Okay. My last question: have you ever worked with this listing agent again?
No, have not.
Okay.
That would be interesting though.
Please.
I'd have to give her a little like pinky promise, like we're not gonna use the bathroom.
Don't worry.
It's going to happen one day. You're going to walk in somewhere and it's like, oh, shit, it's you.
Yeah.
Hi. I promise. Okay. Story number 2.
Oh, story number 2.
Naked. No nudity.
Harassment. Yes. You know, it's funny. I had forgotten this story until I saw your podcast. You guys had talked about that place. I'm not going to say what the address is.
The jail place?
The jail place. And it all came flooding back. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot that happened to me.
Was that the same place? Okay.
Same place. Yeah. Same place.
Total coincidence.
So this was years ago. I looked back. It was 2022. And a seller reached out to me. We went over there. We brought an analysis. Place was kind of a wreck. Like water damage all over the ceiling. Like everything was leaking. It was in terrible shape. It was a shithole. Like it was truly awful. So it had been on the market, I think, for a year at that point. The listing was expired. So after I told her my thoughts on price, she told me that she wanted to sell it for like double what I had mentioned. And I just said, you know, I'm sorry, we're not aligned on price. I wish you the best of luck. I don't think I'm the realtor for you. And she continued to harass me over the next few months. I actually have her text messages.
Oh my God, read them.
Oh, please, let's go.
Yes. Okay. Let me find it. Hold on 1 sec.
While she's finding it, so I know other realtors who also interviewed with this woman and had similar experiences, that she didn't like the price they gave and then continued to just like come at them about how like stupid they are or whatever.
Yeah, so this was beyond her calling me stupid.
Yeah.
She actually found where I lived.
No, she didn't.
Somehow found my house and started commenting on how ugly my house was. I'm not kidding. And this was not just like, you know, one day after this happened. This was like months. She continued to tell me how ugly my house is.
Just like, hey bitch, just wanted to remind you, your house is ugly.
You said my house is ugly? Look at your shithole.
Yeah, so I said, I'm afraid we don't align on price. I don't think I'm the right realtor for you. I wish you the best of luck. She said, you obviously haven't bought 10 properties and flipped them without rehabbing. Your current house at blank, my address. I think the exterior is very boring, unattractive. The interior is overkill. Not good taste, too much drama. Ceilings are silly. I would never buy in your neighborhood. You never bothered to show me comps, silly girl, which I did, by the way. 3,000 square feet, 2 roof decks. You don't live in anything like that. You have extra narrow hallways, molding all over the walls, dark gray baths, so boring. You overpaid. Exterior is very plain. It goes on and on and on. Very unimaginative. I would have never built over there. You should have done. She goes on, and you have no class. And
are you responding to her?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I stopped responding to her, and literally like months later, she kept sending me text messages, and I never responded. This was all because I gave her a price that she didn't like. And by the way, this was in 2022. That place is still on the market.
Stop it.
Still.
Yeah. Oh.
Over 2 years later.
Someone actually took the listing.
Apparently.
Did they list it for what she wanted it for?
Well, I funny enough, because I hadn't even thought of it until I saw your podcast, but it looks like not only has it been on the market, but she raised the price.
Yeah, this
place is a really good strategy.
Over $2 million.
I mean, it's insane.
Jeez.
How did she see what the inside of your house looked like? Didn't you guys build it?
Yes. Which I have no idea. I mean, I was like, how does she see the inside of my house? Because yes, we built it. So there's no
listing
listing
photos or
Somehow she figured out who my builder was. And my builder has some photos without the address on his website. So I have no idea how she figured out who built my house.
That is
'Cause that's not
unhinged.
something you can find.
Well, clearly she has flipped 10 properties. She knows what she's doing.
I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. She really knows what she's doing because her house has been on the market for 3 years.
I mean,
She knew like the trim that was in my hallways, the paint that I used.
oh, she
like,
did
it
a
was
deep dive
Deep dive.
How do you even have time for that?
because she has no life.
Apparently.
Clearly. I mean, ma'am, I don't want to offend you if you're listening. Leave me alone. I'm on your side.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Wow. I'd have freaked out a little bit when I saw a text message. Hey, my address. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Like,
And how did she even get my address?
it's not terribly
Yeah, I
difficult.
mean-
No, that's true. I mean, we have a system as realtors,
Well, yeah.
but I'm like this.
Regular
also
woman-
people
public
can too. It is.
You just go to the tax records.
True. I should know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that hard to do.
Well, we have our own system. I know
Yeah.
she doesn't have access to that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
It's scary
yeah,
what you
she
can
went
get.
through lengths to really offend me,
Yeah, it's good that you didn't
and I
respond
took
because you don't want
great
her showing up.
offense to
Your narrow hallways and your
my narrow hallways and my
ugly, molding,
Yeah.
See, now,
My
terrible
dramatic-
ceilings.
now
silly
every day you go
girl.
home and you're like, look at these ceilings. Oh my gosh, these hallways are so narrow. This is terrible. And this
Yeah.
happened to other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you've been harassed by this woman,
Please call.
We'll start a support group. Link in the show notes.
oh my god.
Okay. Oh, I wish her the best.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll get sold one year.
Maybe in like 2029.
Okay. She an older lady?
Yes.
Okay. Like, may not be here in 2029 old or...
I know we'll be here in 2029, but
Okay.
yeah.
Poor lady. A lot of cats?
No, surprisingly.
Okay, just not all old crazy ladies have cats.
I
dude.
said a lot of cats. I know you have cats. I'm not talking about you.
But I'm just saying not all old people who have lost their marbles have cats.
They kind of go hand in
There's
hand.
definitely some lost marbles.
There's a correlation between marbles and cats.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, whatever.
Between a lot of cats.
A lot of cats,
Yeah.
yes. It's like one cat per marble you lose. That's kind of how it works. You're
I
fine.
think
You're
it's
saying
like
you have
post
pets.
4 cat, maybe post 3. How many cats do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, good.
I feel like 1 per human is,
Okay, that's like mentally stable level.
Yeah, I know
But
people
think,
who had like 9 cats.
north of 3 or 4 is
It's a problem.
yeah,
It's a lot.
yeah.
I think my
Sign
sister
of
has
some lost
4.
marbles
She has 4.
Yeah, I think she has 1 in every color.
Wow.
in every color.
Black,
she has
white,
she has
orange.
a tabby, an orange, a black cat.
White cat? Is that
I don't know if she has a white cat. I think she has 4, and they're all different colors.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Does she have all her marbles?
Yeah.
You hesitated.
Well, I think everyone's like got a marble loose here and there, you know.
Wow. See, this is another reason why I'm glad I don't do what you guys do.
Well, that's fine.
I don't want to deal with people face to face like that where they can threaten me.
Yeah, we deal with a lot of people that have lost their marbles. Even the most normal person loses a lot of marbles during this process. So
It's
Yeah.
very true. I mean,
yeah.
I wonder who gets yelled at more, me or you? Because we get yelled at
Oh, definitely
differently.
us.
You think?
Oh yeah. Don't you think?
I think yes, only because we're in front of way more people. Like all you deal with is like the buyer and then occasionally the agents. Where we are talking to these people all day, every day, this person, then this person, then this person.
We just have so many different people that can yell at us.
Yeah.
Like
That's
we have
true.
our buyers, we have our sellers, we have the agent on the other side, we have the attorney. Like there's just a lot of
Yeah, we get
cooks in the kitchen.
we get the attorneys, the agents, the buyers. I've been yelled at by one seller. I don't know why, but I've been yelled at by one seller.
I don't feel bad for you.
You should. It's terrible. It's awful.
Sorry. He always brings this up like we're going to have
You should feel terrible for me, okay?
empathy for
I'm like,
him.
this is my everyday.
Yeah. My yelling, I feel like my yelling is just more intimate because people try to tell me how to do things and how their things should be. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, no, here's the paperwork. I promise. I'm not lying. Mine
Yeah, I
is.
still don't feel bad for you.
No? Okay.
I feel like ours is worse because yours is cut and dry. It's like, no, here's the paperwork. Here's how it is. On our end, it's very emotional. It's like whatever the two parties can agree on. So it's not necessarily.
Yeah, and ours is more subjective.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
like you are like, here, you need to do A, B, C, and D.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, oh, well, maybe you can do A, but you should probably do B. And if you're really aggressive, there's a lot more room for just, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let's agree that we both have hard jobs.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree
yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
All right. Haley,
Yeah.
what's the worst thing you've ever like walked into while showing a property or on a walkthrough or something like that?
Yeah. Actually, I could probably do one for showing and a walkthrough.
Oh.
Please.
Actually, I was debating having this as a truth, but I changed my mind. My very first listing showing. I got my very first listing. It was a 2-bedroom in the Gold Coast, kind of a fancy building. Wasn't an expensive property, but it was a very nice first listing for me. Tenant occupied. I had the conversation with the owner that, ideally we don't sell while the tenant's there. I had seen the property before. It kind of looked like shit. I was like, this is not ideal. Of course, at the time, I didn't know how to have those hard conversations a little harder. And he said, no, I want to sell while the tenant's there. Fine. So I had my very first showing. I'm so excited. I stupidly did not go up to the unit before the buyer got there. I just met them in the lobby. So I meet them in the lobby. I go up, open the door. I'm in the kitchen. They're looking at the kitchen. I look in the family room and I see on the coffee table, there is cocaine with a razor.
Oh, no.
Can't be mistaken for anything else.
No.
Okay.
And a dollar bill with a little red stuff on it. It
Ooh.
was horrifying. Like
In the Gold Coast.
in the Gold Coast, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How close to the Viagra Triangle?
Right?
I mean, I was like, I cannot believe this is happening. The buyer obviously saw, and I was like, so this is interesting, but let's go on to the bedroom. Yeah. And so after, obviously, they didn't love the unit. I got the seller to take it down and wait for the tenant to be out of there. But that was my very first showing.
What would you have done if you did go in early and you saw that? Would you
That's a good question. I'm like, do I clean it up?
Do you cover
I
it?
Get a dustbuster, just
take it
go to
for
town?
later?
Yeah, you just have a really good showing.
This has got to go somewhere, so.
Yeah,
Wow.
not sure. Do I put a towel over it? Yeah.
So the tenant wasn't home.
Tenant was not home.
Who leaves out their cocaine?
Yeah, I mean, it was,
Do you have to put that stuff in the fridge? Like, how do you keep it?
I don't know.
Fun fact about Terrence, he's never done
on
cocaine.
a coffee table is
Is
fine.
that's where you leave it? Okay. Does it have a shelf life? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was my first listing showing.
But did the client ever buy something?
No,
Oh,
I was
you were the
representing
listing agent.
seller.
Sorry, okay.
Yes, I was representing the seller. It did sell.
Okay, good.
And next showing, there was no cocaine on the coffee table, so that was good.
That's a win.
It was a win, yeah.
Oh.
And then my craziest walkthrough, although I wasn't actually there because it was my listing, kind of a crazy transaction. In the middle of the transaction, after attorney review, sellers had some issues with like a leak. They had to do extensive work to fix it. Buyers shockingly stayed in the deal and were okay with it. And we closed. The buyer did the walkthrough the day before closing, and everything was great. We closed. Everyone was happy. Congratulations. And then I get a photo from the buyer's agent that was from her client, titled, it was an email, it was a screenshot from an email titled, what the fuck did we buy? And I sent it to you, Jamie.
Yeah, I'll post it.
It
In the show
was
notes.
the entire ceiling caved in. Like the most insane thing you've ever seen. And that is how they entered. That was the first time they walked through the doors as homeowners.
Oh my.
Wait, so they did the walkthrough, went to the closing, closed, came back. It wasn't the same as when they did
Correct.
the walkthrough because the ceiling had caved in.
Correct.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank God it wasn't my buyers, but I still felt terrible.
Yeah.
And fortunately, my sellers were amazing and good people and did the right thing. We reached out to the contractor.
So this was the same area where they had the leak and they did the work.
No, surprisingly, it was a totally different area.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But probably related to the work, I'm assuming. Yeah, so that was the craziest walkthrough story.
Ooh.
I can't even imagine, like you do your walkthrough, you're like, everything's fine, and then you walk in. And
Yeah, you're like on a high,
Yeah.
like, oh,
Right,
this
like, I just bought a
adrenaline, I
house.
just bought a house. And then you walk in and see that.
And the ceiling is caved in.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a deal die at the walkthrough?
Have I ever had a deal die at the walkthrough?
I've had a lot of petty shit happen at walkthroughs, but I don't think I've ever had a deal die.
I've had one.
You have?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. It was a terrible situation. So it was a single family home. It was on the south side. It was a great house. Like, it had been gut renovated. Everything went very smooth. It rained the day before.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is going on. So they did the final walkthrough and the basement was underwater.
I have heard of
So
that before, yeah.
We didn't close.
Okay, I have done a walkthrough while it was raining, and there was literally water pouring in through the sides of the basement walls. I've never seen anything like this.
Was that? Was that Lakewood?
Yep. So the buyers
Oh my
knew
gosh, yeah.
that there were like water issues and were already planning to mitigate, and we'd already negotiated all of this, and it just so happened to be raining the day of the final walkthrough, and I am not joking, like 3 feet off the ground, water was just coming in through the walls, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that. You hear about water intrusion, but usually it's like a seep, right? It
Right,
just
just-
like is slow.
It starts to just come up from the floor.
Down the
my
walls.
I can't believe they closed.
I can't believe
I'm sorry, they closed?
They
Yeah.
closed. See, they knew about water issues.
But if somebody tells me there's water issues, I don't expect it to be raining on the inside.
No, but I mean, they'd gotten credits, like they've
Okay.
already planned
Yeah, we had
on
addressed
doing.
it, but
yeah.
Okay.
it wasn't expected to be that bad.
No, it was. I mean, honestly, yeah, I can't believe they closed, even though they knew that there were issues. But yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have words. I just walked in and I was just like,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of walkthrough,
oh yeah.
do you know how Jamie and I met?
No, actually.
So actually, we did a deal together. I was the listing agent. Jamie was the buyer's agent.
Yeah, this is going to require some backstory
Yeah.
on my part.
Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you take the lead?
So I had buyers. So it was my buyers and Hayley's sellers. And these buyers were very interesting. They were super nice people, but they were late to everything. And when I'm talking late, I'm not talking 5-10 minutes. I'm talking an hour sometimes.
And an agent time,
That's-
when it's even like 2 minutes,
It's an eternity.
agents get
Yes.
pissed.
Yeah.
The woman was 8 months pregnant.
Oh.
Her boyfriend was much younger than she was. She was going through divorce. I don't really know what was going on.
Oh.
Wait, was the baby
His?
his?
Yes.
Boyfriend's?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Mhm. She
I
was
don't know
getting
if I knew that.
divorced.
Okay.
It was boyfriend's child.
Okay.
She always had a Red Bull in her hand.
Wait, I'm sorry, she's 8 months pregnant?
Yes.
Okay.
Sugar-free Red Bull.
Sugar-free, we're good, never mind.
So I'm just like painting this picture. This was some of the most eccentric people, and they were always so nice. They would show up late and then be like, "I'm so sorry," and it's like, well, what do you do? Like, okay, it's fine.
I mean, one
we
time
made it
we
work.
had to, like, the sellers, spent three
Oh,
hours
yeah.
cleaning and whatnot, and they were like an hour late, so we had to reschedule the showing, which was
Yeah, that was awful.
not good.
I mean, I went through, I did like a video walkthrough, but then they wanted to come back. And then, of course, that is the one that they wanted to buy. Also, these people were 2 hours late to their own closing.
To the
To their own closing, they were 2 hours late. The sellers were phenomenal.
Did you buy them a watch as a closing gift
No,
with an alarm?
I'm like, here you go.
I should have. So, day of closing, I couldn't go to the walkthrough for some reason. So, Laura did it for us. She was so nice to meet them there. They do the walkthrough. They go to closing. What was the order of operations here?
So there were housekeepers at
Yes.
There were housekeepers at the listing.
After the closing for some reason. Like they
No,
started.
I think it was before the closing, and they, while the buyers were there, walked in on them doing drugs.
This was after the closing. It was after.
It was after the closing, doing drugs in the bathroom.
Like the 8 months pregnant
Like-
Red Bull lady and
So
her.
Serious drugs.
So she had since had the baby before closing.
Oh, okay. She had
Yeah,
the baby.
she
Okay.
had her baby.
Oh, well, then we're good then.
So, yes.
Kind of.
I don't know if
I
we're
mean,
good.
newborn, you know. I wouldn't say good.
Hopefully not nursing at the time, because.
No.
And so wait, housekeepers came in.
So I think what happened was they close. Maybe Laura was meeting them to give keys. Housekeepers were still there. No problem. They were going to finish up. They show up. All they have is a backpack and the two of them. I don't know where the baby is. I don't know anything else. The housekeeper's like, I'm just going to finish. And they're like, okay, no problem. We're just going to use the bathroom. They go into the bathroom. Mind you, this house is empty. There's no shower curtains. There's no towels. They shower. And the housekeeper, I guess, is texting Laura, like, they're in the bathroom. What should I do? And she's like, just clean the rest of the house. Get out of there. So they leave, or they get out of that bathroom after showering. No towels, nothing. Go to the other bathroom. So the housekeeper then goes to that bathroom, and there's, like, blood and, like, just obvious signs of not good things happening
Oh my God.
in there. So
Mind you, this is not like, this is a almost $1 million property. Like, this is not
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking this is like a.
no, this is like a almost new construction, very, very nice place.
gorgeous
I'm
place.
thinking a little shitty studio like
No,
in
no.
Old Town or something.
No,
Beautiful. It's
Beautiful.
a really nice duplex down. Like, so I don't know. Laura just tells the cleaner, get out of there. Like, you're done. You've been there all day. It's clean. Leave. So they leave. And that was how Hayley and I first.
Yeah, that
Met.
was how we met. I mean, we kept this deal together by a hair.
Yes.
Because there were also some other issues. But I got a phone call like 6 months later. I think it was even longer
Maybe
than
more.
that.
9 months.
Yeah,
a
it
year
was
later.
probably 9 months later.
So at this point, I had joined Hayley's team.
Yes. So Jamie joined my team after that. So it was fate. But I got a call 9 months later-ish from the lender that they used saying, hey, do you know where the buyers of XYZ address are? And I said, I have no idea.
Why would you?
And why are you asking? She said, they have not paid one mortgage. And it was a doctor's loan, so there was 0% down. They have not paid one mortgage.
Wait, hold on, back up. One of them was a doctor?
Yeah.
This is where they get the needles from, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's like, we have called them thousands of times, emailed, texted. Like, we've even had someone go out there and knock on their door. I checked the obituary, or not me, but the lender had checked the obituaries because she's like, did she die? Like, what is happening? So, yeah, interesting.
We still don't know what
We
happened.
still don't know what happened.
Wait, did they ever move in?
I'm assuming.
We don't even-
We're assuming.
Yes, because Laura was in touch with the neighbors, and one of the neighbors told Laura she saw them buying drugs outside the front of the.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
All right. Don't let me forget. Offline, I need to know where this house is. Because,
But
wow.
So, okay, this is a question for you as a lender. At what point does you as the lender get involved in someone not paying their mortgage? Like, wouldn't that be the bank's problem or like the servicer's problem? Not necessarily.
It all depends on
Okay.
how it's done. If it's a portfolio loan, if it's a brokered loan. But
So this was a doctor loan with BMO.
okay. So that lender would probably get involved with the first payment. Like, where's the payment? Because
I
they
don't know.
probably didn't get paid on the loan.
Jamie and I were like, foreclosure coming. Let's
Like,
pool our-
let's
pool our
relist it.
funds together.
Honestly.
I mean, after one, it's like, okay, hey,
No, they had not paid one.
not one payment.
Not one payment.
Not even one.
Not even the first.
And were ghosts. Like they could not get in touch with them.
Oh, that reminds me. They never switched the utilities into their name.
Oh my God, yeah.
So the sellers were also calling me, and I'm like, they stopped responding to me, you know, and I didn't want anything to do with them after all of this. And literally being like, the sellers had paid their gas bill for like 8 months.
Did they not realize they were paying the gas bill?
I don't know, but then they wanted them to pay them back, and it's like, well, you guys need to cut off the
That ain't
gas.
happening.
Like,
Sorry.
call people's gas, bro.
Can't even- they're not even paying their mortgage, let alone.
Right.
Which we didn't know at the time.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, I've got to know what happened with this house. You guys got to relist
I
it.
think I've Googled this lady. I mean, her license has been suspended. Like, she
Oh, she was the doctor.
was a doctor. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, isn't it wild?
I've never had someone not make their first payment, at least.
Right, at
Yeah.
least the first.
Beyond that, I don't know, but I've never had anyone not make the first payment.
So you get notified if they don't make the first payment?
Yeah.
How would I know that? Don't look at me like that.
I'm just letting you know, yeah, we would get notified right away because, hey, you originated this loan. They haven't paid on it. So
So how does that affect you? Like, do you?
you got to pay our commission back.
If they don't make the first payment?
Is
See,
it just
we're
the
on the hook
first-
for a lot longer than you guys are.
So if it's so, how many payments do you like? When are you off the hook?
6 months.
Okay, interesting.
6 months.
I did not know that.
Which is why we don't deal in flips either.
They also called me. Actually, I did hear from them one more time after closing because they called me to say that their sump pump had like failed and flooded their lower level.
Really?
Was this how many months?
This was like a month maybe after.
Okay.
And I guaranteed there was, almost guaranteed there was a clog or something.
Interesting.
And they were like asking, what are the sellers going to do about it? I'm like, nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. Like, it's your house. You clogged it with cocaine and
Oh,
whatever else you were doing.
Yeah.
Ah.
We deal with some shit.
Clearly. I just deal with bad credit. And
This shit ain't on Selling Sunset.
no, right?
another fun fact, I've never seen it.
You've never seen Selling Sunset?
No.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Okay. Thank you. I've never seen that one, or what's the other one, like
Oh, there's a million.
Yeah.
$1 Million Listing. Thank
Oh,
you.
$1 million listing.
Oh.
I've never seen either one of those. But I hear good but also terrible things about them.
I mean, it's trashy TV.
Yeah,
like,
it's trashy
just
Is it
TV.
just like
trashy
trashy reality TV?
Fun fact, I used to tutor Brett Oppenheim
No.
in Spanish.
Wait, what?
Really?
Hey, Brett.
I know, very random. That was back in when I lived in California days.
Oh, so hold on. Let's segue into you. Where do you come from? Give me your entire life story.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago. Born and raised in Chicago.
Okay.
Moved
Suburbs.
around to a lot of places. Went to school in Arizona. Moved to Spain for a year. Moved to California from there, and then back to Chicago.
Okay. How long have you been doing real estate?
This will be I'm going on my 12th year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you.
I was a
Don't mess with-
Spanish teacher before this.
Oh, hence the,
Which
the
people,
Spain.
hence the tutoring in Spanish, yes.
Okay. Why real estate from
I know.
teaching Spanish?
It seems like the most opposite career.
Yeah, there's
It's
no
really not,
correlation
though.
between the two.
So funny enough, our director of operations and our transaction coordinator both were teachers before this also. And we were talking about it. And yeah, it does lend itself well because you're educating people, you're helping people.
It requires a lot of patience.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else, or should we wrap it up?
Can we ask her?
Yeah, we're going to.
Okay, I just want to make sure we don't forget. It's very important to me.
Oh gosh, I'm scared.
No, don't be.
Don't be. It's just very important to me.
Okay. Are we going to do the fun fact?
Oh yeah, yeah. Haley, our
Oh yeah, you come prepared with a fun fact.
Okay, I thought I was supposed to come up with the fun fact, but apparently you guys were talking that you were going to come up with the fun fact. So the Twinkie was born in Chicago.
The Twinkie was born in Chicago.
Meaning, yes, the man that made the Twinkie.
Mr. and Mrs. Twinkie.
Yes.
They loved each other very much.
Had an affair and had a Twinkie. The man that came up with the Twinkie was from Chicago. And the way that he called it Twinkie was that he saw a commercial for Twinkle Toes shoes. And that's where he came up with the word Twinkie.
So he was sitting there just thinking about his spongy pastry and was like, Twinkie.
Yes, after saying Twinkie toes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I know they were made here at the Hostess plant.
Yeah.
That closed
so
down.
it was incepted. Is that the word? Incepted?
I don't think so.
Conceived.
Conceived.
It was incepted here in Chicago.
And made in Chicago.
Nice.
Wow.
I love Twinkies.
I actually didn't know that.
I can't say I'm proud because I don't love Twinkies.
I don't either. They're disgusting.
How could you not love Twinkies?
I have a sweet tooth and I love most things, but not Twinkies.
Because they're like fake.
and
they taste like plastic.
I
Yes.
hate sweets, but I love Twinkies.
And it's so
That
boring.
actually makes sense.
Like if you're gonna have
That's
a
probably why-
pastry, like put some chocolate in there.
See, that's
some
probably why I like them,
frosting,
because
sprinkles.
I'm not a sweets person, but if I have a sweet, it's going to be very plain and bland. Not bland, but
Yeah.
plain and vanilla.
Yeah.
I love vanilla.
Like if I'm gonna have a sweet, I want the calories to be worth it, and a Twinkie is so not
It's so worth it.
Not worth it.
I haven't had one in years, though.
Well, I think it's time. Ask the question, Terrence.
Okay, Haley.
Oh gosh.
It's not that big of a deal,
Okay.
but no one has ever agreed with me.
All right.
One person has agreed with me. Would you rather be able to go invisible
Okay.
or fly?
Ooh.
Think about the logistics.
Hold on. Okay. I mean, flying sounds great, but I feel like it would get old kind of fast. Uh-oh. Are we agreeing? I mean, obviously, it would be, it's like parasailing. Like, oh my God, it's so amazing. Like, right when you get up, but then you're kind of like,
But what if you never had to sit in traffic ever again?
I don't know. I mean,
January.
I kind of want to be invincible.
No.
Sorry.
I'm like, I would love to be invincible.
I'm like, wait. That's not the
No,
question.
invisible. I'm gonna go with invisible.
Thank you.
Yeah, because then you can like. I mean, don't you sometimes want to be a fly on the wall in people's houses? You know, like some shit is going down in some people's houses.
Well,
and you just,
100%.
yeah, like that's awesome.
And see, for me,
Just want to creep on people.
Haley wants to create, but for me, I just don't want to be seen. I want to be able to just do whatever I want to do, go anywhere, and not be seen.
Yeah,
I can
like,
travel for
you
free
don't
because I
have
can
to
sneak onto things.
Put makeup on and do your hair. Like you just walk outside, do your thing, and like.
That
yeah.
was my
Can you
number
turn
one
it
thing.
on and off? Like,
Yes.
Can you be like, I'm invisible now. I'm gonna go
Yes.
walk the dog and be invisible.
That'd be kind of weird.
Right, just a dog.
Just a leash and a dog walking down the street.
Yeah, someone's gonna steal your dog or think it's like
Like,
gotten out.
would you approach a walking leash?
I would think it was like a trick leash.
Well, the
Mm.
dog could be just dragging the leash.
No, well, you're walking your
True.
dog. You're holding the
True.
leash up.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of weird.
That would be weird.
So I wouldn't walk the dog, but I could go do literally
I would pick
anything
and
else.
choose better than that.
Okay.
Example.
Okay.
But I'm definitely going invisible.
Thank you.
Right. Wow.
Thank
good,
you.
Good for you. Okay.
Write
We
this down.
are-
Tell everybody,
We just told everybody.
please. We're gonna make this into a little snippy thing and put it on the Instagram.
I
And
am,
I'm
and
gonna
I'm
share it
gonna
with
zoom
everybody.
in on the way you grabbed my shoulder.
I was very excited. It never happens. She was like, "Oh, it's a boy thing," because it was only me and Patrick Ship.
Okay, so out of 11 people, only two. Oh, interesting.
Wait, did we ask last week?
Yes, they both said fly.
They both said fly.
You
Okay.
have the memory of a goldfish, my friend.
I do. It was a long time ago, all right?
All right, next question. Hayley, what do you do for fun?
Oh, geez.
Nothing.
I mean, I work and have 2 kids. Do I have time for fun? Probably not. But,
Drink tequila.
I mean, yeah, does drinking count?
Yeah.
Yes. How old are your children?
10 and 7?
Definitely need tequila.
Yeah, tequila. I'm going to go with tequila.
Great.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. What is one piece of advice you would give to yourself now, knowing what you do now when you first started? Go back in time and give yourself some advice.
Clean up the cocaine.
Run. No, but seriously.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. No, but let's see. I would say, God, that's a hard one. I mean, there's so many parts of this job, and you can get really sidetracked and pressured with doing the things that you don't like. Mm-hmm. And I think that did happen to me about halfway through my career. And I kind of had to come back to what I really do enjoy, which is working with clients and just making that happen and be the priority in my job. So yeah, just follow what your heart likes to do and don't get pressured from doing what you think should be the next step. Like really just soak in what are the parts of this career and industry that you love and make sure you continue to do those things. Mm-hmm. Because there's a lot of keeping up with the Jones in this business, especially when you are at a certain point in the business. And I just decided one day that didn't matter to me anymore, and I wanted to go back to my roots of why I started this career. And so yeah, that's my advice.
I liked it.
I just got real deep.
But it was good. People need to hear that.
Yeah.
'Cause people get too caught up in the minutia of the job. They forget to enjoy it.
Numbers and all the video stuff that's, taking over. And there's just a lot of things that I think bigger agents feel like they should do, they have to do. And that stuff can take you away from doing the things that you should be doing or like to be doing.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
All right, last question. Where can our listeners find you?
Ooh.
Oh, well, I'm on Instagram at Hayley Westhoff Realtor. I just started a YouTube.
Oh.
And honestly, I just started it, so I can't even think. Hayley Westhoff, Chicago Real Estate Unfiltered.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's the name.
Chicago. If not, we will link it in the show notes.
And what are people gonna learn about on your YouTube channel?
So mine is a little more educational. Bring in my teacher days.
Ooh.
Back into
Okay.
I like to educate, so it's really going to be just the things behind the scenes and what buyers and sellers should know that they don't know, educating, giving tips on, buying properties, selling properties, how to choose an agent, all the not so fun stuff. Not as fun as this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to another episode of Realty Chicago. We've had a great time with Hayley Westhoff today. And if you'd like to connect with us, please find us on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Reddit. We have a Google form that if you'd like to submit a story anonymously for us to talk about, we would love to hear it.
Can they include their name if they want to?
If you want to, you don't have to be anonymous.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want
Or
to
if
give people some recognition.
Exactly. Or if you want to be a guest on the pod,
Yes.
please reach out to us.
Absolutely. We would love to have you.
And that's it.
Maybe.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
That was so fun.
Yes.
I have so many offline questions now. I'm so excited.
That's it.
That's it.